What's up, you blargities? Jammo Rangoon here with a quick review of Reptile, a new film making waves on the old Netflix platform. Reptile is the first feature film from director Grant Singer. It's a procedural murder mystery in the style of David Fincher. It's also a film that boasts incredibly assured direction, especially in the photography, a suitably uneasy atmosphere, and a gravitational nexus of a performance from the great Benicio del Toro, who embodies tired determination as a police officer trying to catch a killer. All that sounds pretty good, right? The movie must be pretty good? Well, unfortunately it's not, and that's frustrating because it had so many good elements. The story is that a woman gets murdered, and old Benicio, Dr. Gonzo himself, has to interview the suspects and find the culprit who done the dastardly deed. Oh my gosh, who could it be? Is it the heroin-using ex-boyfriend? Could it be Michael Pitt, who shows up looking like the biggest red herring ever, all disheveled and creepy? Or possibly the boyfriend himself, straight-laced Justin Timberlake, who we see in the first 5 minutes has a weird mama complex and sublimated anger issues. Gee, I wonder. And that predictability is only the first in a long line of narrative problems that undermine the strengths of this film. First of all, it's easily a half hour too long and gets bogged down in needless side content. Like attempting to traffic in underdeveloped themes of infidelity, there's this whole narrative that goes nowhere about Benicio del Toro's wife being unfaithful, and generally anything to do with potential character arcs for anybody gets swallowed up by a needlessly complicated plot. I won't spoil it, but it's one of those narratives where the killing itself is just the tip of the iceberg, and things go much deeper than you think. I like those narratives, but the way all the details come together in this film is incredibly clumsy in execution and unsatisfying in its payoff. It's a shame that the plotting is so bad when all is said and done, because I actually enjoyed watching the movie. Like I said in the intro, the filmmaking is really good. There's a lot of really neat shots, the atmosphere is heavy with a good droning score, the performances were solid, and the setup was really intriguing outside of some predictability. It was only around the halfway mark that I was like, what are you doing, movie? Its own plotting, the overabundance of details, started to get away from it, and away from me, and I decided that the movie was either going to be really good or a big disappointment, all on the shoulders of how it tied everything together. Unfortunately, it just turned out to be the latter this time. Now this brings us to the recommendation, and as you can probably tell, I'm split. I'm conflicted. I can't really give a general yes or no, but hopefully you can decide for yourself based on the evidence. I think if you know that the story is going to be generally unsatisfying, you can take it for what it is and enjoy it for its strengths. If you like this sort of pulpy, who's the killer atmosphere of Seven and Zodiac, and long for a movie that takes up that mantle, this does it like 50%, and we don't get a lot of these types of movies of quality anymore. So, you know, it feels very 90s, 2000s-y. Along came a spider and kissed the girls. So if you're craving that, I say go for it, but everyone else can give it a pass. It's really too bad. It's too bad the script wasn't up to snuff. And that's what I got for you today, laddies. Jammo signing off. Peace, love, and serial killers. And I will see you in the next one.